All right. You've been waiting for it. We've arrived. Box office recap. Now, because I'm off today, I have no issues running into a little overtime on the episode today. But I've not seen Flash yet, so I will say that up front. I will also say there's going to be no spoilers in whatever I say going forward because I've not seen the movie, so I don't want to spoil it for you guys. It's only been a week. I feel like for spoilers, you got to wait like 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks is fair, but hopefully you can see it today. But let's go to the numbers. So, The Flash last weekend, he tripped, he fell, he ate some shit.
Boo! Boo! Rubbish! Filth! Slime! Muck! Boo! Boo! Boo!
And this is so crazy, right? This is so crazy because I feel like the natural order of things has been ruined. Absolutely ruined. Looking here, again, this is just domestic at the moment. First of all, Elemental came in second place. Like, Spider-Verse lost to Elemental. So that already, things are out of whack here. Things are out of whack. However, Elemental bombed. It only made $29 million on an opening. So that's an L in itself. We don't care about that movie. The Flash. I remember we were talking about this a couple weeks ago. You know, the Ezra Miller thing could really hurt this movie with, you know, the hardcore nerds is what we were alluding to. But the most curious part was how would that match up with like the casual person? So over the last couple of weeks, I would talk to people who, you know, they watch Marvel movies, they, you know, and by Marvel movies, like they probably just watch Spider-Man, or, you know, they're like, oh, is Christian Bale in this movie? Like people to that casual extent. And I've asked them all, are you going to see The Flash this weekend? And the question kept coming up, oh, who's in it? Ezra Miller. Nah, I'm good. Now, I was curious if all those people being told, or all those people saying, nah, I'm good, Ezra Miller, I'm all set. I wonder if they would be persuaded to see it because of James Gunn saying, best superhero movie ever made. Michael Keaton being in the movie. The idea of rebooting the franchise. I was wondering if they could, if all of that could like boost them up. And obviously not. This movie, I thought at the low end when we were talking about it, I think I said 80 million is what I predicted. I may even, let's see. I predicted here on the notes that Spider-Man would beat Flash, which did. I was like 80 million would be like the top end, but I thought I was thinking 60, but 55 is just awful. Just awful. So right now, 55 was the opening. On the weekend, oh, sorry, that's opening weekend, but plus the extra day, because it really came out like Thursday, you got 64 million out of it domestically, 75 international, and 139 worldwide. So DC's really taking the tax loss on this one. That's for sure. You know, before we go to the other looks, right now, if we look at domestic opens for the week on our handy dandy Excel sheet, it is 12th place out of the movies that we've been talking about. So this is not every movie, but all the movies we've been talking about this year, it is currently 12th place. Embarrassing that it opens up behind Creed 3. No offense to Michael B. Jordan. That's embarrassing. Transformers beat it. Fast X beat it. Literally all these movies beat it. Yeah. My bad. Let me just add that in. I wanted to see where this movie lined up with some of the more recent DC movies, including Dark Knight and especially Superman Returns. All right, so it beat Superman Returns. If you remember, that's the Brandon Routh movie that was pretty bad, but it was marketed as the new sequel to Superman 2. So it had some good momentum behind it. That one opened up at 55. Also, keep in mind, 52. Keep in mind, there's always that little asterisk, like accounting for inflation. So there's a chance that 52 is actually, if it was today, more of a 70-ish number. So we'll keep that in mind. Batman Begins opened up at 48 million. That was with no momentum. Absolutely no momentum. People did not understand why Christian Bale was playing Batman. I feel like that's like a thing with Batman. People are always like, why is that person Batman? So Batman Begins opened up lower than that, but then of course killed it afterwards, 206. Even Superman Returns, 200. And then the Suicide Squad, that one, this movie got screwed over hard. The first movie, god awful. And this movie, The Suicide Squad, is actually really good. But I think confusion with the name, coming off of Wonder Woman 84, people are just like, I'm done with DC. Like, it's a wrap. So total domestic, it only reached what The Flash did in one weekend, which is wild to think. But The Flash right there, bottom of the list. So it's going to stay there, unfortunately. It's not, I don't see a world where it beats any of these other movies. Not one. So going over by year. Oh, sorry. I want to do dates. Right. Yeah. So we got Mission Impossible. I still think it's a movie of the summer, but I've been starting to doubt myself a little bit. Indiana Jones is not going to do anything. I'll add it to the list, but Indiana Jones ain't going to do shit. Mission Impossible, I'm thinking people are getting movie theatered out. Like, the same people who are going to see Indiana Jones probably saw The Flash, Rise of the Beast, Spider-Verse, Fast X, So I think Mission Impossible might be in trouble, but I still think it's the movie of the summer, easily. But there might be that sleeper. Ninja Turtles, that's that sleeper. Like, there's no telling if that went out of nowhere, people start caring again about Ninja Turtles, and it just absolutely kills it. Absolutely kills it.